There's a new TikTok trend that's sweeping across the country and giving lots of schools some headaches, including our district.
If you've been keeping up with pop culture news lately, then you may have heard. But if not, then let's get you up to speed. Many national articles have been written about this week, and basically it tells of the latest TikTok trend that challenges students to steal from schools, but of very random things. The one thing that's most common is, get this, soap dispensers from student restrooms?
It's funny until it's not, and when it's not, like, it comes with real consequences. And unfortunately for some students, they have, nothing in their discipline record, and then you end up having theft on there, and just the way that looks, like, I hate that for them, and I hate that for them when they wouldn't normally do anything like that. They wouldn't go to a store and do that, but they just got caught up.
Now, it's definitely no grand heist.
4 minutes to load and leave. Let's go.
But it is a grand nuisance, especially considering that in the middle of a pandemic, soap is a key weapon on the COVID battlefield. That's where the headache really comes in.
Yeah, we're encouraging proper hygiene and good hand washing techniques, and then students go in the restroom and they can't get access to any of that. And so it's incredibly frustrating. And it's frustrating for us on that end of things. And it's, our custodial staff, they're just trying to do their job and keep things nice for the students. And then they walk in and they're intentionally making it difficult for them. And that's very frustrating.
Green Hill High School principal Kevin Dawson admits that pandemic plans and contact tracing occupies much of his mind and time. So to see some soap dispensers come up missing this week, he was baffled. But once word of this latest social media dare was discovered, it all started making sense.
Didn't think much of it, and it quickly kind of spiraled into our soap dispensers and things that can easily be pulled off of walls and stuck into backpacks, turning up missing within about a day or two.
He notified his parents last night of this trend and has this reminder for families not only from his school, but any middle or high school across our state and even across the country.
When the students get to high school, we like to try to give them the opportunity for freedom, but you've got to monitor. You've got to monitor devices. You've got to, I encourage parents periodically to look through their students' backpacks because you have students that get their hands on something because of access, and it's not something that you would ever expect from your child, but the best way to protect them is to be proactive and to be a part of what's going on. And that's looking at phones and social media accounts and sometimes even through their bags and cars and whatnot.
Teens can get caught up in the TikTok world, but as Mr. Dawson reiterates, that world isn't real. But what is real is consequences when thefts happen on school grounds.
The big concerns here is, you've got students that would never do anything like steal something, but they see it on social media and they think it's funny and they want to be a part of it and don't really look at the repercussions of that.
See it all the way through.
Yeah. And at the base of it, like, it's theft and it's vandalism. But because it's on social media, they just see it as like a fun trend to be a part of.
Since word of several soap dispensers missing, well, there has been a positive part to this.
I've had several parents reach out and say that they've got access to the dispensers that hang on the walls and that they'd be willing to donate them and bring them up here and make sure that our students have access to wash their hands as soon as possible. Yeah. So that's been very cool.
So parents, please stay in touch with your kiddos and remind them of social media dangers. There's always room for fun, but when potential bodily harm or thefts of property are part of the game, then there truly are no winners. I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools.